Welcome back to my no damage walkthrough for Resident Evil 4, my friends. So in the previous chapter, Ashley was possessed by Sadler and now she's been taken away, so we have to go rescue her once again. And during this chapter we're going to have a lot of boss fights, so it's not an easy chapter. So let's get a move on.
What's the news on our friend Leon?
He's not making it easy. The sample?
Sadler's got it. It seems he sniffed out our little game.
Perfect.
Just so we understand each other clearly, I don't trust you, nor does Wesker. If you try to do anything clever, I will kill you.
Is that so? You know, I met Wesker long before you.
We'll see soon enough if you did.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, so after that brief interaction between Krauser and Ada, we're going to take care of that enemy. We can shoot him in the head in between the bars, and that way we'll avoid a small ambush party. And let's also take care of that guy with the crossbow. And now there's going to be a few enemies who will come running up the steps. We're just going to wait for them, but before you move down the steps, shoot the glass windows and you'll get a gemstone. Here comes the first one. There's a good possibility that these guys will release the parasites. Yep, just as I expected. Still funny that you shoot them in the leg and their head blows up. But anyway, there we go. And here comes number 2. This guy, sometimes he will stay in the back room. Let's go for the double suplex. There we go. Now there's a few rewards that we can collect in this area. This chapter, it's mostly going to be all about pressing buttons as quickly as you can and putting in the correct sequence of buttons. There's a lot of quick time events, and that's why this chapter can be tough, because a single mess up and you will have to repeat the chapter or start over. Let's take care of that guy. There we go. I have plenty of sniper rifle ammunition, so I'm not too concerned about using it. And now we're going to be reunited with a familiar face, who isn't that familiar honestly, because to be fair, prior to Resident Evil 4 it's the first time that we heard about Krauser. Later on they do develop his story with Leon a little bit, but at this point Krauser was just a random goon who apparently knew Leon.
Been a long time, comrade. Krauser. I died in a crash 2 years ago. Is that what they told you?
You're the one who kidnapped Ashley.
You catch on quick, as expected. After all, you and I both know where we come from.
What do you want?
The sample Sadler developed, that's all.
Leave Ashley out of this!
Oh, I needed her to buy Sadler's trust in me. Like you, I'm American.
got her involved just for that?
All for Umbrella's sake.
Umbrella?
Almost let it slip. Enough talk. Die, comrade!
Ada!
Well, if it isn't the bitch in the red dress.
Looks like we have the upper hand here.
You may be able to prolong your life, but it's not like you can escape your inevitable death, is it?
You knew each other?
More or less. Maybe it's about time you told me the reason why you're here?
Maybe some other time.
Enjoy the reunion with your old friend?
As a matter of fact, I did.
Wonderful. I wouldn't want my special guests on the island feeling unattended.
Guess I'm supposed to thank you, right?
Ah, I have an idea. Since you're here, why don't I introduce you to it? It should keep you busy.
Can't remember the name, huh? A senior moment, perhaps.
Oh. Enjoy the fun.
Okay, so let's get going now. That fight sequence between Leon and Krauser was pretty cool. But now we have bigger problems to worry about, because this next scene that we're going to witness, the laser scene, as you know, it inspired a lot of Resident Evil movies. Or actually, I don't know if the movie was made first and then they used the same sequence in the game, or if they did it in the game first and then they used that for inspiration in the movie. But I don't quite remember, but I think the first Resident Evil movie came first. Either way, it's very easy to die here, but you just have to press the correct button sequence. It's probably going to either be L2, R2 or square and X, because those are the most common combinations. But it is easy to mess up and die there. Like I said, in this chapter there's going to be a lot of sequences where we need to input certain buttons quickly, because otherwise it's an automatic game over. And after that little break where Leon contemplated the possibility of turning into the dark side, we're going to get a move on, and we're going to have the first boss fight of this chapter. And we're going to buy a rocket launcher from the merchant, because it will make this boss fight much more simple. Even though during the first part of the fight we just have to keep running, and I dare say that the first part of the fight can be problematic, because again your timing needs to be perfect and it's very easy to get hit by the boss all of a sudden. But we'll make it. I just need to create a little bit of free space for the rocket launcher. I think it would have been hilarious if, when Krauser first appears and says, "Been a long time," Leon just looked at him and said, "Who the hell are you?" Because, like I said, nobody knew Krauser up until this point in the game.
Got some rare. What are you selling? Is that all? Thank you. What are you buying? Is that all? What are you buying? Strange. Thank you. Come back anytime.
I could probably use the rocket launcher against Krauser as well, but I'm going to use a different strategy against him. Anyway, make sure you pick up that yellow herb. Those are always valuable to get. And let's get a move on.
Ashley. What is that?
Okay guys, immediately turn around and we're going to shoot these green lights to open the gates, and then we'll have to press this button in the control panels, and when we press both buttons there's going to be a timer and we need to get out of here before this first area goes crumbling down. But the biggest issue is that we'll have to avoid the boss at the same time. You can shoot it a few times to stun him, but for the most part whenever it attacks you'll have to input a button combination. Again, it's probably going to be L2 and R2 or square and X, but the boss really can come out of nowhere, so you need to be prepared at all times. So now we're going to shoot that green light, and if you step inside just a little bit more you'll be able to shoot the second light as well. That will trigger the appearance of the boss. So let's dodge to the side here and go for the first button. Let me shoot him to see if I can stun him. There we go. And let's try and dodge now. If you get very close to the boss and you dodge to the left side of the boss, its arm swing won't be able to reach you. So it might seem like I'm about to get hit, but he can't reach me. So let's get out of this second area, and now we have one more left, and for this final area there's a trick to it. So first we're going to pick up a grenade, and we're going to move here into the corner and throw the grenade into the corner of the wall right there, and that will make the green light explode and it will open the gate. You want to do that first because after you press this button the boss will appear again. So here he comes in all his glory. We're once again going to dodge to the side. If we start moving as soon as the boss appears, he won't be able to grab us. And again we're going to repeat the process because it does take a while for the boss to attack, and we are almost out of here, but be careful because he will attack from the ceiling. There's the exit. So the hardest part is over. And now let's get that rocket launcher prepared, and this won't take very long at all now. Fire the rocket launcher right away against the boss, and now get close to him and stab him once with a knife, and there you go, that's all it takes to defeat this boss. so that makes quick work of the boss. It's kind of like the Salazar battle. The rocket launcher, as you can see, it doesn't cost a lot of money, and it really allows you to dispose of these more troublesome bosses very quickly. Okay, so now we're going to get out of here. That battle was interesting because you know that the boss can attack at any point, and you know that you need to get out of that area quickly, so you need to be alert. But I quite like that boss battle. Now let's go ahead and take care of Leon's old friend. But first we need to disrupt another campfire. Let's shoot that barrel. That should take care of most of them, but there might still be a few of them alive. There we go. And let's take care of that one. Nope, you're going back down. And you're going back down as well. There we go. One more. You'd think that they would stop climbing up, but I guess not. I mean, at this point in the game, I'm not surprised by the Ganado's stupidity, so it's nothing new. And we're going to get another gemstone, which will allow us to get all of the required gemstones for the cat statue, or the Lynx statue. It's going to be right here in the corner. It's kind of easy to miss because you can just run past it without noticing it. And let's combine it. And there we go. Now the statue is complete. And we can also get the final upgrade for the broken butterfly.
Welcome. Got some rare What are you selling? Is that all? Thank you. Is that all? Thank you. Ah. Thank you. What are you buying? Is that all, stranger? Thank you.
Okay, so now the broken butterfly is fully upgraded. It's going to pack a punch, and I'm going to use it against Krauser just for the first segment of the fight, because it will make quick work of him. So let's go ahead and meet our old friend that we never knew about before.
So, you two are all hooked up now, is that it?
Where's Ashley?
Do you really want to know? She's beyond that gate. But you'll need 3 insignias to open it.
What are you gonna do, Krauser?
There's one in the north, and the other in the east.
And let me guess, you got the last one.
It pretty much means you're on a tight leash.
Sounds like you thought this one out pretty well.
Okay guys, as soon as he pops his head out, make sure you shoot him. He will either throw a grenade at you, use a machine gun, or he will use a bow and arrow. And the explosive arrows that he fires, if they land on Leon, it's an instant death attack. But now we're going to have a little surprise. And if you shoot him twice with the Magnum, that will make him go away for now. But Krauser, he will hide in the same places over and over, so eventually you will memorize his locations. He's either behind the, there he is, he could be behind the other stone as well. And now next up he's going to appear on top of the roof. The pattern is always the same. We're going to wait for him to stop shooting, even though he can't destroy this pillar. And let's make a run for it. And we're going to pick up the first emblem.
What do you intend to do restoring Umbrella?
To bring order and balance to this insane world of ours.
A psycho like you can't bring order or balance.
You don't seriously think a conservative mind can chart a new course for the world, do you?
I still don't understand why he thinks that it's thanks to Umbrella that there's going to be order in the world. I mean, if anything, with Umbrella around, things will only get more chaotic. I mean, doesn't Krauser know about Raccoon City? Probably not. Now he might not appear again because we delivered enough damage, but there's a small possibility that he might be hiding once again. But he'll be hiding behind the house, it's always the same house. So I'll point to you the location when we reach it. Because for the next segment we're going to be using the knife to finish off Krauser. And you know, it's kind of silly that Krauser, they decided that it was a good idea to make Krauser enter this fight shirtless. I mean, you'd think that he'd be wearing some sort of body armor or something. It just makes him an easier target. I mean, I know why they did it, but it's rather silly. So he'll be usually hiding behind that wall right there, but he's not there because we delivered enough damage. But like I said, there's a possibility that in your game he might be hiding there. So you need to be careful. Because pretty much every single attack that Krauser uses against Leon will be an instant death attack. Might be a robot here, but I guess it's not appearing, so might as well make a run for it. I guess it blew itself up.
What is it that you fight for, comrade?
My past, I suppose.
Umbrella.
Now immediately run inside so that the bars come down, and that way you'll be protected against those exploding robots. But make sure you shoot it anyway, because they might open fire even when you're standing behind the bars. Now let's go put an end to Krauser once and for all. They could have at least introduced Krauser earlier on in the game, I feel. That way we'd have at least a bit more backstory. It's kind of disappointing that even though he was introduced in a previous chapter, the first time that he interacts with Leon is in this chapter, and this is the chapter where he's going to be done for. Anyway, let's pick up the second emblem and let's get ready for the final part of this battle. Get your knife ready.
Two down, one more to go, Krauser.
We'll see about that.
Witness the power! You've lost it completely, Krauser.
Prepare for your death, Leon.
Okay guys, here we go. So the strategy here is fairly simple. Whenever Krauser is about to attack, make sure you strike him with the knife. And if your timing is right, then you will always land a hit before he can do his little move. And you will finish him off in just a few strikes. It doesn't take that many strikes. There we go, it's done for. It's very important for you not to keep spamming the knife attack, because if you spam it your timing might go off and he might be able to strike. You literally have to wait just as he's about to strike, and then you need to perform the stabbing motion, and that will nullify Krauser's attack, and at the same time you will be able to stab him twice with the knife or slash him twice with the knife, and that's how you get this second part of the fight done. It might take a little bit of practice, but it works pretty well and you'll save up a lot of ammunition. But that's it for this chapter, my friends. So I hope you enjoyed this segment, and I will see you all later for the next chapter of the game. Take care.